It was a beautiful township, but they had trees, they had fruit trees growing all over the place. It was beautiful, and then after they left and the water was diverted from that township, it just went back to the desert, just a dust bowl. Iosepa in its prime was a whole lot of houses that were well taken care of. That most of the houses sat on half-acre properties or larger. When I first went out there, actually when I first took my mother-in-law out there, when she arrived and she said, "We've got to find Iosepa," we couldn't find it until it took us about 3 or 4 hours before we found the graveyard, and she cried because it was such in disrepair. The Pacific Islanders came to Iosepa in the first place because the missionaries had gone to the islands, and they were influenced by the Mormon missionaries, and the more they read into it, they needed to do their temple work, and they decided, as groups of missionaries came back from the islands, members came with them. Well, when they moved up to Iosepa, yeah, there was a high death rate. Mostly the older people and the newborns. The graveyard out at Iosepa is mostly filled with newborns. You go look at the grave sites and the names, and it's baby this, baby this, baby this. So there's a lot of babies buried out there, and there's some older people buried out there. So the winters were hard because you've never been in a winter, and you come and have your first couple of winters. It's pretty bad. How I got involved was in about 1980, Valmeen Halls decided to say, hey, we need to go out and clean up the graveyard, because there was nothing. I mean, it's barren. And so we went out and we took potluck for lunch, and we cleaned the graves, and then we kind of were sad about the condition of everything, and we sat around and played music and talked story, and then we went home, and then the next year we said, hey, let's do this again. And as we went out there on the Saturday or Memorial Weekend to clean the graveyard and to see what we could do, we started getting together and says, hey, we can make this a gathering place again. And so it went from a one-day activity to now Memorial Weekend for a lot of my friends and family is we're heading out there Wednesday, Thursday, and we're staying till Sunday, Monday, and we just make more activities for us to do. It's a place where we can go out and be ourselves. We can teach our children certain activities that maybe not able to do here in the city. Even sit around and learn how to play ukulele. We've got some masters of certain crafts, and so we try to get them to say, hey, Iosepa is a place where you share your talents and show your stuff. So the activity's gone from a one-day event to a full-blown celebration. My thing is I want to tell people about Iosepa that through hard work anything can be accomplished. In 1980, when we first gathered and danced in our bare feet on the thorns, and there was no water, there was nothing out there, just the graveyard. Now when people have come, they haven't been for a while, and they go, wow, Richard, what have you done? it's not what I've done, it's what everybody has done.